The Brighton and Hove Food Partnership has been helping run community composting schemes across the city for over 10 years. Across our 40 citywide compost schemes, we've helped thousands of people put their food waste to a better use. The city doesn't currently have a council-run food waste collection service, which is why the council supports and funds the Food Partnership to run community composting. The schemes are a set-up of 3 or more wooden compost bins in a green space like a public park or the corner of a street, and residents can join as members and contribute their fruit and veg peelings and get a share of the compost when it's ready. We've found that composting adds extra benefits for the community. It helps local people meet each other and feel they're doing something helpful for the environment. Members use the compost in their gardens, pots and allotments, and it creates a closed loop cycle, which means food waste isn't sent off to be incinerated. Compost is made by adding a 50-50 mix of carbon, like cardboard, and nitrogen, like vegetable scraps. We've found that most members don't add enough carbon, so our monitors add extra cardboard to help keep a good balance and stop the compost getting wet and slimy. We find many things in our compost bins that shouldn't be there. It's the monitor's job to remove any unsuitable items such as sticky labels from fruit and compostable bags that don't break down in our bins. The composting process needs air and warmth to enable the worms to break down the food waste. So each week our monitors turn the active compost bin. The time a box takes to become usable compost depends on the time of year and how frequently it's turned. New monitors often ask, how will I know when the compost is ready? The food waste should no longer be recognisable and the compost pile will have shrunk about half the size. The compost is then ready to use in your pots and garden. First, we find a suitable site and recruit volunteer monitors, residents, and get support from neighbours and community groups. We then get permission from whoever owns the land, as well as an exemption certificate from the Environment Agency. Our handyman then installs the first bin and we open the scheme. We contact our members by email and use a secure online spreadsheet to store their data, which is only accessible to the monitors and staff. The monitors take care of turning and rotating the bins, as well as keeping the area tidy and checking for maintenance issues. When one bin gets full, they add to the next one and so on. By the time the final bin is full, the first one is ready to be emptied. We often get asked if composting attracts rats or creates smells. We've got lots of information on our website about how to avoid these problems, and when a scheme is run well, these problems are rare.